There we go.
Why would you pull this out?
So tonight we are coming to you from a Starbucks, I should say. And that always throws me. There's the camera, even though the screen is right there. The camera is right there on this phone. It's amazing how that happens. So I am going to semi-stall for a minute, give people time to join. So right now I am technically talking to myself, which, as a kid you might have done a lot of, but maybe not as an adult. Such is life. At least if you talk to yourself, it's not a bad thing. It's when you answer your own questions and get them wrong that it might be a bad thing. If you answer your own question and get it right, obviously you're not doing too bad. So I have zero agenda tonight. I am knee-deep in business for... I've got another business that starts ramping up. Actually, it started ramping up about 2 months ago now, and it is starting to get very much into the busy season for me. So I don't really have anything tonight. I went to my day job and I did that, and then I came home and tinkered for a few minutes, and it's like I gotta get out of the house and actually get some stuff done. And then one of my other things kicked in, and that's that. So, and the beauty of wearing the headset is people actually think you're talking to something else, not necessarily talking to a camera, because they can't see the phone right now. So they just assume I'm talking to someone. Technically I am, but they don't need to know that. So one of the questions that I got today was from someone who wanted to basically market their Twitter account for an advertising deal. And a couple of ways they could go about that. And a couple of things you need to know. Number one, Twitter, there are a lot of messages going out every day. I don't know how many people you follow, but there are a lot of tweets going out. If you want to market your Twitter account as that of a advertising vehicle for a company or an MLM that you may be a part of, you have to give people a reason to see those tweets, number one. If they can't see them, or if they don't want to see them, it's not going to help them. And they're never going to see it. But in doing that, though, you're building yourself as an expert in that field. So, step one, get followers. How do you get followers? Well, you follow people, because a lot of people will follow you back. They will see your tweet, or see the notification that you followed them. Number two, provide value. And this is in anything you do, but provide value. If you're marketing a coffee, since I'm at a Starbucks today, but if you are marketing a particular coffee and all you talk about is movies, popular culture, cars, you're not really giving people any coffee-related value, are you? Now you think about it. Your profile says, coffee master, exporter of exotic beans from all over the world for use in the United States, blah, blah, blah. But then all you're talking about is cars. Well, not really reassuring. So make sure your profile matches what content you're actually putting out, and make sure you're putting out that content regularly. It might not be a bad thing to invest in some sort of automation. And since I don't necessarily have one set up for you today, I am not going to mention them. but I might have something for you in the future. Definitely hit me up if you're interested in that. But number 3, you've got your followers, you've got your content. Now you have to engage people. Now, what I do is one of those automating services. I actually send a direct message to all of my followers when they join and say, hey, if you have questions, let me know. Reach out to me. I can answer them. If you do that very same thing, you have that ability to reach people. You have a chance of them actually seeing your message, because there are people who are going to follow a lot of people at once. But reach out to them so they know you're a person. And if they do reach out to you, make sure you reach out to them, because if you don't reach out to them, it's a completely wasted encounter, and that lead that you had is now gone. One other thing, not necessarily related to getting the leads, but it is just as important. You may have noticed my particular Twitter headers on both training for the number 4, training for wealth, and Don_Teague. They both have information about me on there. It's not just a pretty picture and a quote, right? It is about me, what I'm doing, what the account is about. Now, I will admit one of them, I might need to go ahead and put my picture back on it, even though the Twitter profile picture is there. Some people are going to want to see that, but what it does is it gives you a little bit more of an authority figure. One site you can go to create your banners, and in fact, both accounts of mine, Training for Wealth, number 4, Training for Wealth, and Don_Teague, both of them were created with Canva, Canva.com, Canva.com. You can create a ton of free graphics that you have the right to use however you want. Now, there might be restrictions. I would strongly urge you to check the terms and conditions just to make sure, but everything I've read, this is how I interpret it. But go there, and you can use those graphics, and you can whip up graphics for your Facebook profile, your Facebook fan page. I've got one that I whipped up that I use on the opening of my training videos. It just works, you know. It's like put the graphic together, insert the graphic, and go. I don't have to mess with it in video editing software. So, that's all that I have for today. If you are watching this on replay, thank you for taking the time to watch it this evening. And please, I would ask, if you found value in this, I would ask you to, share it with people. Let them know that I'm out there. That's always appreciated. Shoot me a message. Let me know you saw it. And join me Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. And I will be here, and sometimes I have a topic, sometimes I just say, hey, ask me whatever you want. So, that being said, that is all I have for today. Everyone have a great evening, take care,